kind of wanted to get your thoughts on Andrew and Michael. When did you kind of first take notice of them and what kind of talent they give you?
Well, I've been in the program. I just taken over as head coach, but their freshman year, we brought them up to varsity. They were kind of just known athletes, but didn't know what they were going to be football-wise. Actually, one was on offense, one had been on defense, and just raw talent. But brought them up, and normally you bring up freshmen to the varsity and you kind of throw them in as practice players and kind of make your offense. I'm office coordinator, so usually put freshman linebackers in. You're like, oh, we're gonna look good today, and these two guys just started flying around the field making plays. Like, who are they? And we had something special. So you knew from the first time you saw them out there running around that they were really special football players. So and it just continued to grow. As they've learned the game more and more, it's amazing how far they've come in such a short time, since they've only really been playing 3.5 years. Their freshman year is hard to even count, because like they said, football to them was soccer. So they really are raw talent, and they get better every day just by learning the game more and more. They're special, and UCF's real lucky to get them, I believe, and that's be a good fit for them, because I think they're special kids, but being close to home and being close to family would be great for them, and they'll go do special things at UCF, be great football players for them.
So let's talk more about their connection with UCF. Do you have a relationship with those coaches? Have you met those guys yet?
I'm just really small relationship, just because I only took over in the spring. So I know the boys' relationship with them has been very close. It's been a special connection. You have an advantage being the hometown school, because you can just be closer, and the boys I know like to go over and visit campus a lot, and we have 2 players on the team already, so there's a connection there. I know that was a big part of the boys really liking UCF. If I had to guess, all along I thought they'd end up at UCF, just because I knew they had such a strong feeling about the program and being over there, and they just kind of, you could sense there was a connection there with the program that was different than other schools. I think it's a great fit for them, because UCF did a great job of recruiting them. They made them feel like they were going from one family to a family very similar. They mentioned coaches recruiting them there reminded them of Coach Miller, who had been their coach here at Brantley for the first 3 years. So they did a good job of really making those kids feel like they'd be going home, not leaving. So that was a big deal. So that's where they need to be. I think for them to be successful and blossom close to home in a place where they can go and be them. I think UCF provides that opportunity for them.
You mentioned the strides that they made, being basically brand new to the sport as freshmen. Where have the biggest amounts of it? Where are you noticing it on a game week or on practice?
Well, just getting a feel for the game. It's most kids. You could say there's always kids that start playing football as 9th graders for the first time, but they've watched it on TV. They've played Madden on the computer. They've done all that stuff. These 2 came in and had no football knowledge, so you don't ever experience that with high school kids in that level. So for them, from day to day, you can just see when something clicks in their brain. It's like all of a sudden, they have an unreal sense for what's happening, considering their lack of knowledge of the game. They make plays where you're just, they have your head spinning. We try and throw screens in practice, and we'll fake out 10 guys and our defensive coordinator, and he'll be ready to yell at one of them because they're running the wrong direction, but they're running the wrong direction because they know the screen's coming. They've got an unreal sense of the game, considering their lack of knowledge of the X's and O's. And every day they get a little bit better with the X's and O's and know more and more. And you can see as that happens, they just become more instinctual players. They're going to be tough to play against this year. One more year of knowledge of football, another year of training, and they're just going to be special guys. And
this man right here is that deal.
And we're
that dude.
And we're going to start to make them a little bit of an offensive threat for us, maybe.
Yes, sir. I'm coming for y'all boys.
Get the ball in their hands and let them do some special things, just because they're special. So
I got to ask you, when they're not in uniform, so you can't see their number, is there a secret trick to telling Andrew and Michael apart?
Andrew's got a little bit bigger head. That's been the
physically.
I can't really tell it that way. Andrew's got a few pounds on Michael, but not much. And when they're together, you can see a little bit difference. When they're apart, it's a coin flip. Michael has a scar in his hand, so I look at hands a lot of times.
We definitely. Oh, really?
So that's Michael.
hey, we definitely gonna make an impact
trick.
this season.
Yes, they are. So. but when they're together, it's you can tell they're funny kids. They're great kids to have around. They're infectious. They're great to have in the program. So sad it's the last year we're going to have them, but we're going to try and take full advantage of having those two guys in our program for one more year, and make them show us all those special things they can do. So
Good stuff.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.